I can see myself, so that's good. Hopefully there's audio. Let me know if there's audio. I didn't even wait or scheduling thing. We're just going. This is attempt number 73, and we're on the second device. Looks like the first device is the problem. It's a live stream, by the way, not a regular video. So if you're here for the regular videos, it's not this. You can find something else on it. Let me make sure my audio is off on this. If you can let me know if the audio and video is working on your end this time, that would be fantastic. Pop out chat. We're scrambling. We're scrambling. You know, everything's going like it normally does. Is this Cartoon Network? It certainly feels like it. Pop out chat so I can actually see what people are saying, which is fantastic. Is it working? Can you hear though? We can see you. Can you hear me? Is the audio good? Good enough for what we're doing? Is the audio acceptable for the standards of this channel? Audio's a little low, loud and clear. You know what? We average those two out. It's probably acceptable for what we're doing. Okay, we're gonna jump right into it. Audio's weak. I don't know how to fix that. I think you're just gonna have to turn the volume up on your end. I don't know. The fact that we even have video, miraculous at this point. Turn up your phones. I agree, Trent. Turn your volume up. Crank it. I don't know what to tell you. Go buy a better sound system to make up for my inadequate microphone equipment. Okay, here's. I don't have the microphone is the device. I can't put a mic closer to the. It's not how you spell mic, also, but that's okay. That's fine. No, we're not setting up. We're not getting that fancy. We're not getting fancy with microphones. Let me try one thing. I can try one thing. I don't know. How's this? Is this awkward? Is this closer? Like that. Let me try that. I don't know if that's any better. I doubt it. Good enough. We're going. Volume is very low. Buick, you know, I don't know what to tell you. That's a heck of a thing to have a mania about Buicks, but I guess they're not too terrible. Listen, here's what we're doing. All right, we'll make it super quick because the audio is terrible. The live stream is just not what I'm looking for. Two big things. Merch. There's a link in the description. We are doing it differently this year. Previously, we have done pre-orders. I turn those orders in. I package everything and I ship it out. We're not doing that. We're farming it out this year. We're doing a print-on-demand company. We'll see how it goes. This is one of the shirts. I've been wearing them for a few weeks now. They seem fine. The pros of a print-on-demand, they offer a lot more products than I can offer. I just do a few shirts. They have shorts, cups, shirts, hoodies. You name it, they got it. You want the logo on it, they can put it on there. And then they have just a tremendous amount of color shirts that you can choose from, where I typically only offer like 3 or 4 colors. They have tremendous amount of colors. So it's print on demand this year. The prices are about the same as what they were whenever I was doing it. So you should be good on that. Yep, I think that's all there is to that. So hopefully the merch thing works out. If you have issues with the merch, they're the ones that are going to handle those problems. But I want to know if the company is difficult to work with, if that makes sense. So if you have issues, let me put it this way. If you have issues with the merch, you reach out to them. If you have issues with the company, let me know. I'll reach out to them. I want to make sure they are representing the channel appropriately and the kind of customer service that I expect them to offer. They said they would. We'll see what happens. That's the number one thing, is the merch, okay? The number two thing, there's another link in the description. It's a Venmo account. Now, if you don't have Venmo, this might not work for you, but that's the only option that I think they have at this point. Here's the thing. Chelsea and I, the Admiral and I, we like to support a couple things here locally. And one of the things we support is our local marching band. And our local marching band is going to state, which is fantastic. They performed last weekend, semi-state. This coming weekend, they will be up at Lucas Oil Field performing in state. And they're currently running a fundraiser on Venmo. It costs them like $3,000 to go to state for fuel and food and everything that's involved with that. So it's pretty expensive. I think they've generated like half of that. If you want to help support them, which we've already given some contributions to that, if you want to help support them, that'd be awesome. There is a Venmo in the description. You can click on that. You can donate like $10, like $1 million. It's really whatever you want. I mean, honestly, as much money as you want to give them, they will take it, and that'll be fantastic. Those are the two money things. We're just coming after your wallets. You know what I mean? Just all your wallets. Other than that, it's just a good old fashioned Q&A session. I will tell you this. Mentally, I was scheduled till 8 o'clock. That's the energy I have. And we took 30 minutes of troubleshooting. So if you got some questions, this is the time to ask them. I really only do about one live stream a year, and this is pretty much it. That's it. All right, questions. What you got? We'll shout out some more merch in the marching band later in the live stream as well, but I want to get it up in the front so if people rewatch this, they can get through that quickly. Good afternoon from New Zealand. That sounds fantastic. Dirt Boss, how you doing, man? Hope everything's going well on your end up there. Will you please start doing 3 videos a week? Kevin, I can barely do 2 videos a week. I work a full-time job, which puts me at 72 hours a week on my full-time career, and then YouTube on top of that. So everything you see is on top of 72 hours a week from my career. So 2 videos a week is pushing it, if I'm being completely honest with you. So 3 videos a week, not going to happen. Couldn't happen. Not until I retire, maybe. And even then, still probably wouldn't want to do it. Things are looking really beautiful in southern Indiana. Yes, they are. Southern Indiana is looking gorgeous. The leaves are fantastic this year. Did you do anything with the plunge pool? We have not. We have not. The plunge pool was have a luxury, work on it when we can, if nothing else is going on type thing. We have a lot going on. The goal this coming summer is going to be the summer of the ponds. We're going to work on the plunge pool, and we're going to do some upgrades to our other pond. That's kind of what we're looking at, because hopefully by then, hopefully by then, fingers crossed, the YouTube yacht is finished and we can focus on some other things like the plunge pool. That would be fantastic. I will tell you this, I did go down to the plunge pool the other day, just driving the property. The road, since we've done the ditches, looks phenomenal. It has not washed out at all, and that upper diversion ditch we put above the plunge pool, it's been working great. So it's holding itself. Everything looks great. We're not losing any progress. It is sitting there ready for us to jump back on it, hopefully next summer. That's a cool project. It's a fun project. It's one of those projects that'll hopefully be there long after I'm gone. It's a cool project. How do you stay positive and motivated? I just fake it, man. Every day, I just smile through the pain. That's what you do. Kevin, I appreciate that. Did he say the YouTube yacht will be done? Maybe. It's a possibility. Did Peyton from Mud Mixer ever contact you? Mud Mixer. Yeah. Yeah, we talked a little bit. I would love to use a Mud Mixer. I think they're a pretty cool product. Where I can really see using it is whenever we start doing that stucco work kind of on the side of the YouTube yacht. Dude, that'd be amazing. Go over there, put the bags in, let that thing work. Just keep swapping buckets out as we go. Yeah, we talked a little bit, and it was just an honest discussion. If you guys haven't seen the Mud Mixers, they're pretty cool. They're all over YouTube. It's just an honest discussion that I would love to use one, but I don't know that I could keep it busy enough to put enough videos out on it to be worthwhile their time. So again, maybe next summer when we get back on the plunge pool and we're pouring a lot of mortar and cement down there, we may try to round one up. But no, yeah, we talked a little bit. What's next on the 555 will be getting the auxiliaries hooked up for the back and a seat mount. Those are the two priorities on the 555. Lauren wants another boathouse video. Great news. Thursday's video is going to be on the YouTube yacht. We put some siding on the past couple days. Some siding. It looks phenomenal. We have a long way to go, but we're kind of working through the process to see how I wanted to flash around the windows. It looks good. I can't wait to get all the siding on that thing. The siding we went with, which is LP Smart Side board and batten. It looks so good. I could not stop smiling while I was working at it today. Are you planning on building the paddle wheel for the yacht or sourcing it out? I'll build it. I'll build it. I don't know about bending the radius. I may go down to Don's Automotive. They've got a pipe bender down there, or a tubing bender. Um, I might have them do the radius, or I might buy Harbor Freight sells a pipe bender or a tube bender. I may try that from Harbor Freight and try to do it myself. We'll see when we get there and kind of how much time I have. But overall, we plan on building it ourselves and getting it set up there. Timber Bridge is looking good. Yeah, the other day when I drove past the plunge pond, I hopped off the side by side, walked across it. It's looking good, man. It looks really awesome um, in the fall leaves right now. Remote power supply pros or cons. What do you mean by remote power supply pros or cons there, Mark? What are you talking about? When you plan on getting on the dump trailer? Probably after the 555 is done. That'll be a summer thing. Just so you know what the schedule's looking like, the goal is to try to get the siding on the yacht done by the end of November. Um, and then a little electrical done early December and try to get a mini split in the YouTube yacht sometime in December so that like late December and then January, February when it's just bitter cold here in Indiana, we can do some inside work on the YouTube yacht and be out of the weather. That is the plan. And then in the spring, we'll kind of jump back on some of those outdoor projects. This is the first year that I could potentially be able to be inside during the winter, and I'm pretty excited about that. James said he just did a Venmo donation to the Tell City Band. James, I appreciate that. If you're just hopping on, our local marching band is going to state this year. They've got a Venmo fundraiser going on right now. The link is in the description. It costs them like $3,000 to go up to state. Between all the food and the fuel and the way all that stuff works, I think they've got like half of it raised. So we're kind of just trying to help them out a little bit. The Admiral and I did a contribution as well. We've done a lot of time just donating, helping them out with some props and stuff this year too, which has been fantastic and a pretty rewarding experience. She is an alumni of the band, so that is our reason for the support on that. What happened to the plunge pool? It's just chilling, man. It's just chilling. Have you figured out how you're going to do the paddle wheel for the yacht? Yeah, Kevin, I got a good idea on it. Luckily for us, we actually live about an hour away from where they still have an old paddle wheel boat that does daytime excursions, and we've got some good pictures of what their paddle wheel, how it's built. We're just going to copy it. They built those wheels for a long time, and what better way to build it than the way it is on a boat that still runs? That's my thought on it. Shouldn't you be outside trying to get one of your mini projects done? I would be if it didn't get dark at 4 o'clock now. That's wild and a little frustrating. I'm sure you guys feel the same way, but it's dark at 4 o'clock now for us. I may not comment on your videos, but I watch all of them. Man, I appreciate that. I do appreciate that. A review on the Blue Eddy. Mark, the Blue Eddy is phenomenal. Mark's talking about that power system we have. It's the Blue Eddy battery. I think it's 6,500 watt battery. Don't quote me on that. I got some videos on it. Hooked up to solar. Dude, that thing's been phenomenal. When I was doing all that cutting with the 7-inch grinder on those counterweights, that was all running off of the Blue Eddy. I was running that 7-inch grinder all day off that Blue Eddy. No issues. I've been thoroughly impressed with it. They're pricey, but thoroughly impressed with those Blue Eddy systems. I have zero complaints on that. When you're getting Lieutenant Dan from DP, I don't know. What? Hi. The Admiral's spying on me. It took 7 attempts to get this live stream going. I just started this. How long have we been on here, guys? 15 minutes ago.
Only 15?
Only 15 minutes. I tried to start at 7.
Forgot how to do it.
I forgot how to do it. The iPad wouldn't work. We're on the phone. We're running the phone.
Oh,
yeah.
Old school.
Old school. I know. She's checking on the chickens. You got chickens in your basement, Mike? Yeah, we got chickens in the basement. I don't know why you don't, honestly. Oh, I feel like I missed some things. Check out the Della Mini Splits. I will. Heard about it via Perkins Brothers. The Della Mini Splits is something I've been looking at. Honestly, I reached out to my local HVAC guy the guy that does HVAC stuff for my house, and I said, which one would you recommend the most? He recommends the Daikin's. So we'll see. We'll see what comes of that. He said if I hooked it all up, he'd come out and charge it. Not every HVAC company will do that, but we may go with the Daikin. But we've been looking at the Dellas a little bit too. Are you planning to build? Are you going to plan on building a bigger shop? Maybe. We might add on to the barn to get a lean-to to get out of the weather, kind of a thing. But I don't know about a bigger shop. Maybe one day. It's pretty low on the list, honestly. I don't mind working outside. Um, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Uh, would you be able to find a salvageable wheel? Having plans to get a bigger excavator? Not at the moment. Not at the moment. We need to pay off the excavator we have. And then after that will probably be a good gooseneck trailer. Then after that will probably be a dozer with a 6-way blade. And then after that, maybe a bigger excavator. We got a list to go down first. I don't want to make payments on 5 different pieces of equipment at the same time, especially when Dirt Perfect's nice enough to let me rent his stuff. You know, it doesn't make sense. So, how about supporting? I don't have a basement to have chickens in. Well, put them on your main level, man. I don't know. They're a hoot. We had some hens that got broody and we didn't notice, and we had a couple chicks, and it's been too cold to keep the chicks out, so we're keeping them in here until they get a little bigger, and then they'll go back out in the coop. Chicken coop's been doing great, by the way. It's fantastic. We did have a raccoon apocalypse. We handled that though. We handled that. That situation's better. What about the compactor project? The machine shop has the cardboard template to make the steel plate for the top. So as soon as they're done with that, we'll be moving on to the next step in the compactor project. That's actually been going really well, and I'm pretty excited about it. Plans for increased customer dirt work. What do you mean, Trent? What are your plans for increased customer dirt work? Hopefully, at some point next summer, the YouTube Yacht's done, and I'll have more time to do dirt work jobs. YouTube Yacht takes up a tremendous amount of time. If you look at, I mean, just easy math, I guess. If you look at the playlists and how many videos are in YouTube Yacht, replace that next year with dirt work jobs. That's kind of how we're figuring that. What size of excavator do you think it will be? When I get a bigger excavator, it'll be a 120 size excavator like Dirt Perfect had, or a 140, something like that. An excavator that's big enough to do some bigger things, but still small enough to do some smaller things. When I worked for him full time, he had that 120, and I mean, he still has the 120. The variety of jobs we were able to do with that 120 because of its size, it's just a really good size machine for starting out. How about the basement of the world? Headquarters for a larger shop? It doesn't have the headroom. It's maybe 8 feet in there. It's not much, and it'll probably be 9 feet when we're done with it. We could put like a wood shop in there or a welding shop maybe, but not enough to get vehicles in to work on them. Not enough to get equipment in to work on them. You seem to be indebted to Dirt Perfect. I don't know. It all comes out in the wash. I helped him quite a bit over the years as well, but he's helped me quite a bit too. We have chickens in the house. They're in the refrigerator. Yeah, we got those too, Neil. We got some in the deep freeze. We just like our chicken fresh. I don't know. That's terrible. That's a joke. That's okay. John Taylor says skid steer bucket working out. John, that skid steer bucket, it's the perfect size. Perfect size. I've been using the heck out of it down on that dirt work job that I've been doing some videos on. Perfect size bucket. I don't think I could size a better bucket for it, honestly. It's been fantastic. Fantastic. I can't thank you enough for reaching out to me and getting that to me, because it's been great. You got any plans? You need money. You ain't got plans. You need money and more subs. I don't agree. I don't disagree. I do need more subs. Bring back the cardboard Sharpie project list. The problem is the Sharpie ran out of ink, and I ran out of cardboard. So the crazy thing is we really haven't started anything new. The compactor might be the only new start thing. I'm just thinking real quick here. Yeah, I think that's accurate. The compactor might be the only new thing. You can counter argue that if you choose. But other than that, I think everything else has been a continuation. Would he likely sell the 120? No. He will never sell that 120. Sarah just sent a donation for the band. Thank you, Sarah. I appreciate that. They appreciate that. Sharing more detail about the rent to own. I may have a similar situation. I can't do it on the live stream, and that's between me and Mike, and I can't put any of that out there because I don't know what he does for other people. But no, I don't think Daniel will sell the 120. I don't think he'll ever sell that 120. If anything, it's a memorabilia piece to him at some point. Plus, it still runs and operates great. I have a Della, and it is awesome. They say it becomes ineffective in low temps, but mine has never given me any issues. Where are you located? Like, what's your, how cold you getting in the wintertime? By the time you're ready for a bigger excavator, DP will be ready to sell you the 140. Now that is possible. He probably would sell the 140 at some point in the future, but he'll keep at 120. That means too much to him. Who plays the piano? The Admiral plays a little bit. The oldest plays a little bit. I used to play. This rig right here we bought for $50 at a Goodwill when we were in college. And the Admiral hauled it from Bloomington, Indiana to Muncie, Indiana in the back of a pickup truck with not one ratchet strap. No straps. Just vertical in the back of a pickup truck from Bloomington to Muncie. Wild times. That's pretty much when I fell in love with her. And I was like, I like the spirit. I like the attitude. I like the confidence. And we've had it ever since. We've gutted it. The soundboard was cracked. It's gutted. It's got a digital piano in it now. Runs off an amplifier down below. There you go. Some facts about the piano, which means now I have missed some things. A Weber tooth bar for the skid steer bucket. Yeah, Aaron. Man, the tooth bar on the Ford 555 made a big difference. It's kind of nice though, because I lost the smooth face capabilities when I put that tooth bar on the Ford 555. So it's nice having a smooth bucket for the skid steer to clean things up. But I would not be against getting a second bucket and putting teeth on that. There have been a couple times on the 555 I wish I still had a smooth bucket. So having that smooth bucket on the skid steer is nice to have, but I agree. It would be nice to get a second bucket with a tooth bar. It makes a world of difference. When do you plan to finish the YouTube boathouse? I don't know, Clarence. I don't know. I hope to be done by spring. I gave a quick update on that. The goal is to have siding done by end of November. Get a mini split in there and then be able to work inside this winter comfortably on some things. But I don't know. We'll see. What's the biggest fish caught in your pond? Oh gosh, I know this. I should know this because our youngest entered a catfish contest. Daggone it, I can't remember how much it was. I can't remember. I should know this. Oh, I was getting ready to look on my photos because I have it on there, but you guys are on my phone, so I can't look it up. But we've got some good sized catfish in there, for sure. Thoughts about tracks for the skid steer? Yeah, so that skid steer is set up with wheel spacers. It is set up for tracks over tires, and we do plan on doing that at some point. Yep, it is set up for it, and we definitely want to do that. What is the DeWalt hammer used to take the hydraulic fittings off? Like the model, the serial number of it, or the model number of it? I'm not 100% sure. It's just an SDS DeWalt hammer drill. It's got the hammer setting, hammer drill, and drill setting. Works really well though. Do you know what's been going on with Not Your Average Millennial? He's been living life, dude. He's been working on some other rentals, working on some other stuff. I don't think he's been putting out a lot of videos, but he's doing good, being successful. The castle is rented out like non-stop. Been very good with the castle rentals. I've got his metal brake right now. I talked to him the other day. That's how I know that. But he's doing great. Not Your Average Millennial is doing fantastic. Is there a link for the classy merch? Ooh, I don't know about that. It's just regular average merch. I don't know if they will print on a suit or not. Absolutely love all your videos. It helps me. Had a lot of heart issues and can't work, but give me some inspiration. Man, that's awesome. I love that. I love that. Order crashed with PayPal but went through with Apple Pay. No hoodies yet. I thought I had hoodies on there. I think if you click on the t-shirt and you scroll to the bottom, then it should give you some other options, like cups and shorts, and I think hoodies are there. If they are not, let me know, and I'll make sure we get that straightened out. All right, where are we at here? We're missing things. I'm trying. Any thoughts on converting the lift and tilt from foot pedals to joystick control? I don't know that I could. I could. It'd be very expensive. Um, I do plan on changing the auxiliary function. We're talking about the skid steer controls. I do plan on changing the auxiliary function to a joystick control. It would probably be cost prohibitive to do the whole machine over to joystick control. Honestly, you run it a little bit, you get used to it. Now, if I hopped in a machine with joysticks, it would take me a couple cycles to get used to that. But it's the auxiliary function that's the most awkward right now. If we could get that on a joystick on a trigger control, that would fix most of the problems. When are you going to work on the gym again? So we've been doing partnerships, building up the account for the gym. We have 2 partnerships in November and 1 in December. That'll get us up to $4,800 for the gym. We've got to get to like 10 grand to do that concrete wall replacement. So until we get enough from partnerships to do that, spring is kind of what I'm thinking realistically is when we will be back on that, because the next step's pretty expensive, and we're doing partnerships to do that. So look forward to more partnerships. We're working with Brunt again, which is exciting. So Ball State, yeah, I went to Ball State. I went to Ball State. I was gonna try to tell you the years, but there's no way I couldn't tell you. Did you ever finish the chicken coop? Oh yeah, yeah, we finished it. The only thing we haven't done to it is the sliding door hardware on the end. Um, Other than that, yeah, she's looking great. She's working great. That thing has been fantastic. It's really held up well. Push the merch, Cap. Stay focused. You know, yeah, there's merch. There's a link in the description for the merch. It's a print-on-demand company. Should be faster shipping. Give you more options. All that good stuff. How old are you? How old are you? 38, according to the calendar. 30. Somewhere between 37 and 39. I think 30. Who knows? Yeah. Listen, some things we just don't have to worry about. Now that we're going to be in muddy season, are you thinking about getting steels? Yeah, we're going to get, we just talked about that. Steel tracks for the skid steer. It's got wheel spacers. It's set up for it. I've been on Marketplace just looking for the right size. I don't want to drive 5 hours for it. So I'm just kind of waiting until something within an hour or two pops up. But yeah, we're looking at it. Your 9 to 5 as a fireman. Yeah, so for the fire department, it is around, well, whatever, 72 hours a week. So it's 72 hours a week for the career. And then everything on top of that for YouTube. So just stack that up. It's a lot, but I enjoy it. Okay. The name Captain Kleeman, it's a fake boat captain for a fake boat that one day will exist. That's what that is. It's just a boat captain name. Aaron says, oh, that's a good point, Aaron. Aaron says he bolted the tooth bar to his tractor bucket and can remove it in 5 minutes. That's a good point. I probably could rig that up. Yeah. The Admiral could do some background music for the channel. She could. Hello from Thailand. Love your channel. The next boat cabin video. Thailand that's wild. You know what I mean? There's 50 people in the town that I live in. The fact that someone from Thailand's watching my videos. It's just crazy. I appreciate it. The next boat cabin video is Thursday. It's the next video. It will be Thursday. Love your channel. Hello from Linville. I know where Linville's at. How you doing, man? That's awesome. It's a lot closer than Thailand. Double knee replacement. Fire paramedic in Cincinnati, Ohio area. Man, I hope you heal up okay. Hope you heal up okay. We spent some time in Cincinnati. We normally go to Cincinnati every year. I was going to say you're my favorite YouTuber, but then I saw Neil was on here. Yeah, no. Neil Kof, Dig Drive DIY. If you're not watching, and I'll say it in front of Dirt Perfect or anybody, he has the best channel on YouTube. Neil's videos, the production value, his ability to tell a story, and then the content, dude, he's got it all. If you're not watching Dig Drive DIY, you ought to. That's what I watch his videos and I was like, how can I do that? How can I be like that? It is phenomenal. Neil's an excellent channel. Somebody says the hoodies are there. So yeah, I think if you click on the shirt, somebody asked if there's hoodies. Click on the shirt, scroll down, there should be some options. Are you planning on doing a pond around the YouTube yacht? No, we actually did a couple videos about that. One, the soil doesn't allow it. We don't have good soil around the yacht for a pond. And two, the main reason was if you're renting a place for like a family outing, and I know we were this way whenever we rented places when the kids were younger, we would avoid places with ponds because we didn't, drownings, right? We would avoid that. And somebody said, if you want families to come there, you probably shouldn't have a pond right next to the yacht. And I think that's a fair point. So soil conditions, one, and two, we don't think it would be attractive to the people we're trying to attract to the YouTube yacht. Hold on, I got to catch up on some things. My gosh, this is going fast. You guys are crushing it, and I'm loving it. Mud Demon Concrete Pump can help you with the ICF wall in the world headquarters with Muddy Feet guest. The Mud Demon is an awesome tool. If you haven't seen it, it is a concrete pump that goes on the front of a skid steer, or in theory, anything that has a quick attach and the hydraulic capabilities. So if the 555, I don't know if it would have enough oomph in the hydraulics or not, but it is a concrete pump, like a line pump, that goes on the front of a skid steer, which is fantastic if you think about it. They're awesome. Mud Demon, he's on here, but he's right there in the comment section. Muddy Feet, oh gosh, Mud Demon, is it Muddy Feet Concrete Pumping? I should know that. They're down in Texas. He's used it multiple times. It's a fantastic piece of equipment, and they have offered to come up and pump the ICF for us. I'm not going to lie, I'd feel guilty because that's a heck of a long haul for you guys. But if you guys haven't seen the Mud Demon concrete pump, dude, it is slick. It's genius. It really is. It's a very good solution to a problem that has plagued the concrete industry for a long time, which is getting a line pump somewhere that you can't always get one, and being able to affordably own your own line pump. So it's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool setup. Are you aware of your long-lost brother in Estonia? I'm not. I don't. Do I need to look up this Ant's Pants? Is this a trick? That's a wild name. I think you need a vacation. Brother, you're not wrong, man. You're not wrong. The phone has to fall over at least once during this live. Yeah. I tell you what, if you're looking for an action cam, it's the DJI action cam, because I bet I've knocked that camera over 1,000 times, and that thing still runs flawless. What's going on with the dump truck? Which dump truck? The white one? Because I've got some bad news. Or the blue one? Also bad news. Either way, which dump truck are you talking about? The merch, Fluffy Ashes, the merch link is down below. It's in the description. We are farming it out. It's a print-on-demand company this year, so I'm not dealing with any of it. This is their product. I've been wearing. They sent a few samples for me of different styles. I've been wearing them for a couple weeks. They seem to be holding up okay. So that's how we're doing it this year. Check out the description down below. Also, if you just popped in, our local marching band is going up to state, and we're trying to generate a little revenue, a little money for them, because it costs them $3,000 to take those high school kids up the state for the state marching band competition. So they got a little Venmo fundraiser going on. There's a Venmo link down in the description. You can click on that. Dude, $10 will go a long way. $1,000,000 also goes an equally long way. Not equal, a lot longer way. But they're trying to generate some money for that so they can get the kids up there to perform at state. The Admiral and I have made some contributions as well, so we're pretty excited, and hopefully you guys can help out if you feel obligated or if you feel like you want to. I don't think I said that correctly, but you know what I mean. CNC equipment. Clint, how you doing, man? Clint says, I once knew a guy that had a backhoe, but then he violated it. Yeah, yeah, it's a good loader though, you know. Um, Clint, someone made a comment on my video the other day. Well, it's been a few weeks. I was working on the 555 loader project, and I'm trying to find the paint for it, and it's gonna be like an Army OD green. And then I've got the Super Duty, which is just a really terrible blue paint job. And someone said that if I ever pull that 555 painted OD green behind the blue Super Duty, it's like the Temu version of CNC equipment. And that made me laugh pretty hard. That was a pretty good joke. 555's been doing pretty good. You gotta admit, she was headed to the junkyard. Might still need to go there, but we're having a good time with her. What up?
I'm saying hi.
Okay.
Give Lauren a shout out.
Oh, I will.
Your biggest fan.
Okay, I will. I will do that. I'm getting an advisement from the Admiral. Okay, let me try to catch up. Dave Letterman went to Ball State. He did. He actually spoke there while I was there. What are you doing? Hop in here. Oh, here's a treat for you guys. There you are. She's wearing my hoodie from cross country in high school.
2003, baby.
2003. That's wild.
This, how many years is that?
I don't know.
22-year-old sweatshirt?
I don't know. They asked me how old I was. I didn't even know. I said between 37 and 39.
That's spot on.
That's it.
That's spot on.
She says I'm 38.
Accurate.
Okay, we're catching up. We're catching up here. Hello from Vermont. My brother lived in Vermont for a while. I did some snowshoe hiking in Vermont back in the day. Fantastic place. Butler, Pennsylvania, from the UK. Okay, I'm catching up here. Yeah, Dirt Perfect's, he's been a good friend, man. He's really supported me over the years, and he's been solid. We're catching up, I think. What are you planning after the cabin is finished? Mild max. It's a great question. The goal next summer is the summer of the ponds. We're gonna try to get the plunge pond finished up and looking great, and we're gonna do some upgrades to our current pond, which has been working great, but we want to do like some shelter house and that kind of thing around there. Church it up just a little bit. There you go. What's happened to the rock pool? It's just existing. It's absolutely existing, and it's loving every minute of it. Hopefully we can finish it up next summer. How's your brother's land doing? It's great. He's grabbing the 2500, my white truck. He's grabbing that Saturday, I think. He's moving his camper out there for hunting season. So it's been doing great. I'd love to get out there and do some more work for him. It's just been a matter of time trying to get stuff out there. And yeah, world headquarters after the cabin's finished as well. Yep, we've been doing those partnerships. We got 3 more coming up, 2 of them with Brunt, 1 with the furniture company, but we need a bed for the YouTube yacht, so I'm not against it. We're trying to build up that fund so that next summer we can replace that concrete wall. It's like $10,000 to do that. So I started watching your videos and stayed for the sarcasm. Man, I love a good dose of sarcasm. I'm glad you do too. That's fantastic. Are you finding, where are we at? My goodness. Are you finding the Mini is better for what you do than 555? Oh yeah. If you're doing actual hoe work, excavation work, the Mini is going to be better for sure. The 555 is great for loader. It's great to just move stuff around. Bucket capacity isn't bad. It'll be awesome to pull the dump trailer with. Oh, my phone's making noises. 555 is great, but backhoe versus excavator, when it comes to excavation work, the Mini's going to be. It's just a lot more maneuverable. A play date with Clint and Kevin working on the 555. I don't know. If I could handle a full day of them making fun of my loader. You know what? I don't think they respect the loader like I do. No, that would be awesome. I would love to. I'd love to do that. I would rather go work with Clint and Kevin for a day so I could actually learn something. Those guys, if you're not watching CNC equipment and you want to know something about equipment from people that know something about equipment, it's those guys. CNC equipment. They're good and they do it right. I'd love to go work with them for a day or two and try to learn something, and hopefully not, you know, destroy something in the process. A quick coupler on the excavator. Yeah, that'd be awesome. A hydraulic quick coupler on the 304 is what you're referring to, I think. That would be great. They're pretty expensive though. So there's some things we do on that machine before we put money there. But if we get money ahead on the repairs, that would be a fantastic upgrade. Fantastic upgrade. Um, I hate that I missed you at the Louisville show. Oh, that's a bummer, man. Yeah, I went to the Louisville thing to do the excavator challenge for Hyundai, and I texted Dirt Perfect and I said, "Hey, is this thing rain or shine? Because there's a good chance of rain." He's like, "Absolutely rain or shine. Don't worry about it." And that morning I was like, "Just checking because it's raining all day. Is it rain or shine?" He's like, "Oh yeah, man, rain or shine." Hyundai made a post. They said rain or shine. I got there, and Hyundai would have done rain or shine. Dirt Perfect would have done rain or shine, but the Expo themselves, they said no, and that's frustrating for me. But it's not that big a deal for me. But I couldn't imagine being those vendors that paid the amount of money that they paid to be at that expo, and then have the expo shut them down because of rain. I don't know. That was frustrating. But Hyundai had a fantastic booth, and it looks like the following day the weather was perfect and everything went really well. So, pretty cool thing they're doing. Um, you could weld with Tucker. Yeah, yeah, I could. Tucker could teach me a thing or two about welding. That's for dang sure. Um, yeah, I would say most of you here support Clint's channel as well. It's a much larger channel, but just in case you're not, there's like one or two people that aren't, you should. Quick coupler for your 305 was around 5,500. Yeah, I mean that's a pretty good chunk of change for me. So maybe, I don't know, if we do enough jobs for it, we'll check it out. We'll try it out. St. Louis, longtime subscriber. We go to St. Louis every year too. Actually, in February, great time to visit St. Louis. We'll be in St. Louis in February for at least one night, maybe two. Yep. St. Louis is an awesome place to visit. There's so much cool stuff there. Okay, let's see where we're at. Something's happening. Hold on. What's going on here? There we go. There we go. Mailing address. I just use the Derby Market. If you just Google the Derby Market, now there's the general store and the market. You want the market. If you Google Derby Market, it's got a Highway 70 address, I think. That's where if you want to send a package, you can send it there. Somebody sent me a case, 12 cans of wasp spray. By far, the most fantastic gift I've received in a long time. Minus the skid steer, of course. That's awesome. I go through so much wasp spray. Ecstatic about that. Do you have a store yet to purchase teas? Yep, that's this whole thing. Garrett is the merch announcement down in the description. There's a link to a store that is our merch. You will see a picture of t-shirts. You will click on that picture of t-shirts. You will scroll down. You can get t-shirts, hoodies, shorts, cups, hats, fanny packs. I don't know. It's print on demand. They got a lot of options, a lot of color choices. and then you pay for it. It's great, and they ship it to you. So you can check that out. Also in the description, and I'll say it one more time, and then we're probably gonna hop off here. There's a Venmo link that you can click on. Our local marching band's going up to the state. They're trying to do a Venmo fundraiser. It costs them like $3,000 to get up there. I think they've got like half of it raised, so they're trying to raise the rest of it. We're just trying to kind of help out and do our part by sharing that. So if you want to donate to that, great. If you don't, also great. I still like you, and I'm still glad you're here. But if you want to help out the local band, that's cool, man. That'd be fantastic. Let me see. Any chance your merch will ship to Australia? Now, see, that's a great question. I don't know. This is a print-on-demand company. They're a pretty big company. I don't know if they do international shipping or not. Oh, thank you, Aaron. Aaron posted the address for the Derby Market. Yep. If you got a package to send, that's the place to do it. I honestly don't know if they do international shipping, but I'd say when you get to the checkout section, you probably figure it out pretty quick. I hope they do. That'd be cool because I could not do it when I was doing it on my own. I live in Muncie, Indiana. My son went to Ball State. I'll tell him you went there as well. Yeah, man, I love Ball State. It was a really good time. It was a really good time. Update on the goat and chicken barn. Man, it was we finished that a while back. We never did any videos on it finished, but it's been working great. The only thing we haven't done is the sliding door on the end, but everything else has been finished, and it's been awesome. Honestly, it's been great. I want to scroll through this and see if I missed anything. Pikeville, Tennessee. Howdy. Stay for the sarcasm. Yep. The camera you have takes unbelievably clear pictures. Yeah, it's that DJI action camera. It does absolutely fantastic. I have no complaints. I used a GoPro for a long time, but that GoPro would glitch out. I mean, I would lose so many clips, especially if it got really hot or really cold. It just didn't like the temperature, extreme temperatures, which is wild for an action camera. And I went to DJI a couple years ago. I've never looked back. So I highly recommend those cameras. I believe you can make your own coupler. I don't know, man. I don't know. Probably be fun to try, I guess. I mean, you're just talking about. It's possible. Yeah, it probably is possible, actually, now that I think about it. But no chance of an autographed t-shirt? No, I don't know. I wonder if I could autograph something digitally, put that on the shirt. That's about the best you'd get. Unless we ever meet in life, which is a possibility, Scott. There you go. See, you're getting ready to hit 100,000. Congrats. Yeah, we were hoping to hit over 100,000 by the end of the year, and it doesn't look like that's going to happen. But you never know. Something could go crazy viral and give us a quick boost these last couple months. But anything new on River Industry Adventures? No. We had another channel where we covered kind of towboat traffic in the river. It was a really cool channel. The FCC, no, not the FCC, the FAA changed some regulations on what you're allowed to do with drones, and basically I never pursued that, so I don't do a lot with drones anymore. It's not a difficult thing. It's not an expensive thing. It's just one more thing that I don't have time to mess with at the moment. Las Vegas in March. I am off during Con Expo. But as of right now, I have no plans to go. Unless the company reaches out to send me or something like that. As of now, I have no plans to go. But I am off during Con Expo. So, I don't know. Crazier things have happened. Yeah. Alright, that's it. You guys got the update on the merch. We did it at the beginning, so anybody rewatching this will get it quickly. You got the update on the Venmo link down there for the marching band. So you got that, and I feel like we've answered a fair amount of questions. feel like we have. Really appreciate the share your reality. Yeah, it's a big thing to me, man. There's a lot of real channels out there that just edit a lot out, and aside from me cussing, that's about the only thing I edit out. If you ever meet me in real life, just brace yourself. You know, construction and fireman, it's just part of it. But I try to keep it kid friendly. Um, yeah. Also, huge shout out to probably my biggest fan, Lauren, who is watching the live stream at the moment. Watches all my videos, checks the boat out on a regular basis any chance he can, and will probably, I would assume, him and his family will probably be some of the first people to stay in it when it's finished. Did you hear about the plane crash? Yeah. Wow, Ron, way to bring it down. You know what I mean? Like we're having a good time, and then you're like, hey, plane crash. Yeah, no, I heard about it. Did hear about it. Very sad. Very sad. Yep, that's it. That's all we got. We're done with it. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Thursday's video will be on the YouTube Yacht. Quick scroll, make sure I didn't miss anything crazy. I think we got it all. I think we got all of it. That's it. We'll see you Thursday. Now I gotta remember. Okay, guys. How do we end this? I think it's this one.